Maybe I did. It's kind of neat. It's induction. Only downside so far is it squeaks. It makes like a weird noise because of how it functions. I don't know. I'm still getting used to it, but I do like it. Although I gotta. Oh my god! I gotta angle this so I can cut taters. It's decent. I've begun the bulk, which means I have to eat around 3,100 calories. Because I'm not doing like a crazy bulk, or I'm not trying to get fat. Some people take bulks way too seriously, which is like a bit of a misplay in some cases. Because you bulk, and then you spend so much more time trying to cut. It's a inefficient teeter-totter, if you know what I mean. How the heck? See, there's not eyes on these taters, but there's these little crevasses that have things that I don't want. I don't think it really affects anything, but maybe it's an OCD moment. Also, I'm charging my mic. Apparently the mics don't make a big difference, but I kind of like them, so I'm going to try and get that charged here in a second. I lost a cable for it, though, which is hella tilting. How dare you diss Arrowhead for cooking? I said that's a good thing. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's what it feels like. What up, Courier? Quick game. Give me a good tip for driving the new recon vehicle. Get in the passenger seat and switch seats using C on mouse and keyboard. Open the minimap and press A on Xbox controller, or open the minimap and press X on controller if you're on PS4 or 5. And then you can switch seats and shoot. You can drive around, switch to shoot. It is really fun against the bugs, especially. If an impaler hits your vehicle, though, it'll pop a tire instantly, it seems like, so be careful with that. Boom. Instant value. Bro, this would be, if I get sponsored by a stove company, brother, oh, hey, look at the new stove. What? That'd be some sick product placement, I'm just saying. What up? What up, Barry? I spent probably an hour raking leaves today, filled up 4 contractor bags. After I'd rake the leaves, I'd compress the bag so I could put more leaves in it, and it still filled up 4 contractor-sized bags. And then I saw my neighbor's tree. The leaves are still green, which means they're gonna turn fall colors, orange and whatnot, fall out into my yard. So I gotta rake my leaves and then his leaves. Lovely stuff. I gotta go measure these taters. I'm looking for like 500 grams. We're at 427 grams. I need 80 more. Wait a minute. Easy. I feel like probably like 100 something. It's like 150, whatever. So we're doing 550 grams of taters. Pop 1 tire so it won't oversteer all the time. I mean, it doesn't really oversteer too much. On the bug plants it might though, actually. Alright, in a moment, I'm gonna try and get my mic and see if it makes the audio better or not. Looking jacked? Yes, sir. Just getting started though. I've been in a deficit this whole time. Crotch cam. Not intentionally. Yeah, this is a strange angle. I don't really like it. I'm gonna do it like this. These cups, life-changing. Use those to measure very small things. And also to mix small things too. Okay, it's impossible to read chat right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these and not dice my fingers in the process. Wait. I love you. What up? What's up? Peraza, I think. Probably butchered that. So I'm gonna try and cut these potatoes, and my goal is to make a thumbnail real quick because I did a full solo run against the bugs in the vehicle. Tried doing it on stream yesterday, and I feel like I probably shouldn't try and do those videos on stream. I don't know why. I think the issue is me. I'm a problem. Where's my strainer? Located. It'd cook potato like a Minecraft character. Fast. I'm not too privy to the Minecraft. I chow down on taters, man. I buy about 10 pounds every week or so. Because I have 2 5-pound bags right here. And one's already gotten deleted. I'm trying to do potatoes for the breakfast and then rice for the dinner. I just keep forgetting to make the rice. It's not a habit yet. Doing a rough chop on these. I will warn you guys right now, when I make the eggs, I don't really season them. I'll add cheese though. These are still too thick. That should be better. And these are gonna be thick as well. Alright. This is a lot of potatoes. It's gonna take like 30 minutes to cook in the air fryer. And the oven won't be much faster either. How does one record themselves and the food at the same time? Like how, wait. There's water in this. I need to clean it. Son of a biscuit. Hey, we did it. I can't read chat from this distance. These glasses do not give me extra vision powers. In fact, they barely make it to where I can see regularly right now. New Street Scout armor best versus Illuminate. You're saying names. What's the passive on the armor? Because I don't know the names of things. It's like when people call the heavy machine gun the MG43 or whatever. Is it the heavy machine gun or not? That's kind of like the same thing where people don't like when some folks use big words for no reason. Even though using big words is kind of fun. It's that exact same concept, but it's dumbed down for the game. Okay, so we have that. These vegetables I might burn. I've already started the veggies. When's the OF dropping? Soon. Because I've dug myself a deep hole with Helldivers 2. Everyone and mother wants to see just everything. They want to see nothing but positivity, and I'm just not that guy. Unless things are actually amazing, or I guess good. Because I'm seeing the trend, man. If you make content saying that these things objectively aren't that great, the comment section is full of people going, well, actually, we've done the studies, we've done the tests, and it turns out that you're just wrong because I play the game and I get 2 billion kills. Like, I'm seeing what does well and what doesn't do well. Oh, God. But it's actually been that way the whole time. I just never really cared. So now I'm in this position where I have to sit there and I can't talk about anything. I can't say, I have to essentially not give feedback or I guess complain. And it's really easy to complain. Maybe too easy. Shit. How much oil should I be doing in this? The question I don't know. Still find it crazy that the outer shell of the harvesters only receive 5% of the damage. They're just tanky. I think it's crazy. Like the harvesters, I don't mind. I think harvesters are fine where they're at. The overseers are crazy. It's gonna take a long time to cook, I'll tell you that much right now. Do like 27 minutes. Alright. We're going on a trip. We'll set me an objective with the dish. To get some calories. So potatoes are there for the calories and they taste good. They're actually a pretty satiating food, so if I was trying to really gain weight, I'd be better off using rice or something. Or maybe bread. But right now, we're making a thumbnail. Hello? Okay. We gotta get a thumbnail real quick while the eggs and potatoes are cooking. Also, peep the setup. First for exclusive look at the PC setup. Meow. The coins that I keep shilling for myself. They're my coins though. The glazer attire. And I need to clean this actually. This thing sucks. That Olight, whatever it is, trash. Sus rag? What do you mean sus rag? This is for my glasses, you muppet. This is for my glasses. You see that? Norwex. Optics. They actually stopped making this glass cleaner, which is amazing. Okay, is this all... Alright. This thing is sideways. Wait. Okay. It's like you guys are playing the game for me. So I have to get a thumbnail real quick for a video. I'm gonna go to a different planet. I beat this mission, which is a very easy mission to beat, but I did in the FRV mostly only, which I think is pretty cool. I always go to this Vog Sajoth map. I go to like level 1. Do you dive with viewers? If they snipe me, they can dive with me. I usually don't sit there inviting people. I tend to just join random people and go from there. Although it wouldn't be a bad idea to do some viewer games. Because I had some ideas. If you were playing in a duo, you could drive the FRV, have one person with a recoilless rifle in the front seat, and they could switch between seats with a recoilless rifle, killing Bile Titans, killing anything with one shot. Then you have the person in the back seat bringing something else to close bug nests, something else to break bug eggs and whatnot. So that'd be cool, but it requires more than one person. You know what I mean? FRV. I'm gonna do Airburst Rocket Launcher for the thumbnail. Yeah. Boom. He only likes playing with noobs now. Yeah, the noob part is definitely... I've always enjoyed doing that in these kinds of games. My favorite faction? The favorite faction of mine is definitely Illuminate. Because bugs drive me insane. I genuinely don't like playing versus the bugs. Alright. So if I drop the FRV right here, this should be sick. And I usually play solo because the game is too easy. But I have an idea for a group play, though. I want to go into a bug mission. I'm going to bring the FRV. I'm going to ask my teammates what weapons they want. And my goal is to be like the Uber driver. I drive around dropping off their loot, essentially. Okay. Time to kill my frames. Display, super sampling. Oh, wait. No, dude, there's no way. Oh, I fixed it. Thank you. I didn't even hop in the whip yet, and it just drifts. Or slowly moves forward. I guess it makes sense. But an idea for my thumbnail. Okay. This is... Ugh. That should be good. I'm thinking like that's a decent... Maybe like that? Nah, I think you peek out with this. That's chill for a thumbnail. Boardwall Factions right now. Marvel Rivals is really fun. I'm trying to play more of that. I need to make guides for it on TikTok and on YouTube, honestly. And then just stream it and have fun and try and talk more while playing it. All right, that's the thumbnail. Okay, guys. Nice. I should have turned off super sampling. I will remember later, maybe. We'll see. It always says I crashed. I didn't crash. Da, 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 da. Thing doesn't have a parking brake. True. The game isn't easy when your goal is deathless. Deathless is very easy as well. In fact, deathless is easier than not, because all you have to do is avoid everything. See, I gotta wait for stuff to cook anyway. I'm gonna get my eggs ready, I guess. Gotta get gold, though. How does the ranking work in that game in the first place? Okay, figured it out. Cooking some eggplant? No. You like my modem and router setup right there? Spectrum. They sent me those. Spectrum sent me a modem and router, and they just forgot to give me actual internet, so... Pretty neat, pretty cool. Makes me feel unique. How do you disable your HUD? It's a keybind. You bind the key on mouse and keyboard. I don't know if console can do it though. And for me, I just bound it to, I think, 0. And it turns off my HUD instantaneously. What car do I drive? A Volkswagen GTI. Stick shift. Manuel. Oh, I have ground beef. A teammate cap for ranked? No, I have no idea. I would assume there's a teammate cap for ranked when you need to like grandmaster and stuff. Maybe even in diamond, but I'm not too sure. What am I? Oh, you're blocking my bowls. Okay, so I've seen a better tripod than this by like a long shot on the interwebs. Because this is not working out great. Can I turn this? No. My cabinets are blocking it. It's gonna fall. Yo, Zinto, thanks to the 5, brother. Very kind of you, very kind of you. Also, Merry Christmas. The first super on a life, bro. Social media is whack for that. Like the hype trains and whatnot. I feel like I have a very jaded view of those things. That's cool. I like it. Driving stick shift is very fun, by the way. If you haven't learned and you have the ability to, I recommend it highly. Because if you have an automatic car, that's AFK driving, dude. Dough doesn't season his eggs. There's no need. They're already savory enough. Matter of fact, if you need seasoning for your eggs, you're doing something wrong. You can do salt and pepper. Am I already burning these vegetables? No shot. Oh my god, I am. That's impressive. Chat, I think I burnt the vegetables. Let's go ahead and find out. Dude, this is questionable. Wait. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. I think it's salvageable. I think it's salvageable. I kind of burnt it, but not bad. It's been way worse before. It's not that bad. Yesterday was way worse. If you do burn something in a stainless steel pan, you put water in it so that way you can soak it and make it easier to clean. I feel like it's hard to hear me because of this air fryer. Cook with coconut oil, use butter. Butter will add the salt you're looking for, or the salt that, or the seasoning folks talk about. At the very least, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. What the? That's like, at the very least. It's like when those girls say, I don't wear very much makeup, and they walk out looking like an absolute clown. They if you throw water on them, they change entire looks like that. That's your eggs. You got 4 different seasonings right there. What do you mean? Not at the what? What's the most? At the very least, what's the most? How much seasoning you put on your eggs? How much? Like, what kind of Jekyll and Hyde concoction are you trying to conduct? Butter it's not a seasoning, but it adds flavor. And the whole point of seasoning is to add flavor. Because this thing has sodium, you've got olive oil, and you've got milk. So it adds a creamier texture, kind of. Someone told me to use cottage cheese in my eggs, and I have not gone to the store to get that yet, but I'm going to. I'll try that. Does anyone ever ask to cook for events? I made vegetables recently. They made me. I didn't want to. My cooking tastes pretty good though, but I don't cook many things. So if you want American goulash, I kind of make that, although it's not as seasoned as people might like. Bro does not cook. What do you, brother? Putting seasoning onto eggs is not cooking. Wait. Yeah, so I can put the camera like this. We're good. Have you guys ever tried using a frother on like just scrambled eggs or 2 scrambled eggs? The thing that you mix your milk with, I guess, the new electronic doohickey. Because that makes more sense to me than using like a blender bottle. Because I had to clean the blender bottle, and that just seems like a hassle. The bowl is way easier to clean. All right. Invest into some seasoning. What? You know, thanks for the 5 Zento. I have seasoning. It's not like a crazy amount. In fact, some of the seasoning is kind of weird. Look. So I've got like 5 of those things I use in my vegetables. I'm never using this again. This ground cayenne is way too dang hot. That's not for me. I've got Italian seasoning. I've got rosemary, herb. I don't use these either. I got your coconut oil back there. What is this? Vanilla. Did you know that a vanilla extract or vanilla is alcohol? Apparently. I got Santa Cruz Paleo #1 blend. It tastes pretty good. But using certain seasonings on eggs is gross. I think I tried putting fajita seasoning on eggs one time. Not a fan. I've tried a couple different things. Salt is just the tried and true for eggs. No Old Bay. What do you use Old Bay for? Isn't it like a fried food thing? Vanilla extract needs to be refrigerated. Well, they should put that on the instructions. It hasn't been opened yet. Does that matter? I don't think, at least. Yeah, Old Bay seasoning, I'm pretty sure, is for fish. All right, laddies. Are you taking your fish oil? Your vitamin D3 and K2? You're not locked. What's your water intake looking like? How much creatine do you have today? Protein? Have you hit your protein? Well, are you on track to hit your protein goal? Have you gone to the gym? I can tell you're not locked in. Tisk, tisk, tisk. God. This glass is gonna break. They gave me a vanilla glass extract bottle. That thing's gonna break instantaneously. Where's my water bottle at? Oh, I gotta start the stove. Yo, look at this. This is fancy. It's also kind of annoying. So I gotta click this button, turn it on. I gotta press this to turn this on. I gotta press that. If you ever get an induction stove, get one that has 0.5 intervals. Mine doesn't have that. I'm gonna do 8 to get hot fast. Mine only goes in intervals of 1, which pisses me off because then I can't fine tune it. I don't even think I like induction stove that much. I'm gonna keep it though because it cost me $600. It was on sale. Least favorite city in Texas? Probably Houston. Maybe Austin. My favorite would maybe be Dallas. Never in my life has seen an induction stove without a knob. It's induction though, I promise you that. It says it on the top. It says induction. So it is one of them. But my parents have one that the top is where you press buttons. So like the burner is, let's say the burner's right here, and then to the very right, you press the button to turn it on. And you can lock it, that way you don't press anything. But I don't think I like induction stoves that much, man. I almost like the idea of a regular propane stove. But then again, I might blow the house up, so maybe not wise. Most favorite city in Russia? Czechoslovakia. Is that a place? If it is, I'm locking that in right now. Why are you looking so closely to his lights? If that light's blinding, I can't change it. My condolences, Mizwar. Much better heat transfer. Yeah, and I just kind of like the idea to fine tune it. The lamps of God. They're pretty shiny, aren't they? One's a way brighter cut than the other. This one's like more of a yellow light, and that one's white, like a doctor's office. Cooking eggs today? Yup. Yup. This is going to be a weird question, but do you have a good brand of wooden spatula? All the ones I get are too thick. I don't. That's actually not too weird. The only wooden spatula I have is from Pampered Chef, and it looks like this. I use metal spatulas, and I use a silicone spatula. So, okay, this has vegetables on it, but it looks kind of gross. It's not gross. This is the metal spatula I have. It's pretty sick. And then this wooden one's also by this silicone one is also by Pampered Chef. I don't know too many brands for spatulas at the moment because I just use like what my mom gets me. She always has like a Pampered Chef thing going on, and I get hand-me-downs. I gotta toss the potatoes. Gotta toss the taters. What are you cooking? Make some pasta? I might. I have some noodles for that. Metal or Teflon coated is the way to go. Teflon? Is this Teflon? I think it's just silicone. I'm trying to get my plastic micronutrients in. You don't even season your taters. I put salt and cheese on them. Cheese is a seasoning. I don't think bringing up Ervin's is much of a good idea anymore, only because Drama is kind of dumb, but he always barks back but proceeds to delete his bark. I don't care enough. I realize that I probably shouldn't even be responding. Not that I'm a bigger dude or anything like that, it's just, it doesn't serve any purpose. It's better to have people believe that we're all friends. Me and Ervin are just good buddies. Me and Thick, we hang out by the fireside and just tell good old stories. Not to mention the beef is lame because I won't really take any crazy shots. I don't like to attack people on, like, I could say things, whether they're true or not, to be mean, but it's not a good look. I'm trying to be a better person. It's just me or is damage fall off becoming more noticeable? It's probably becoming more noticeable. Just like how bloom is more noticeable, or whatever you want to call shooting a gun and having it miss your shots even when you're perfectly accurate. That was extremely noticeable on the reprimand. I didn't really notice any fall-off damage on the sniper, but apparently it has a lot of it because I didn't use it versus anything but the illuminate, which you're fighting in pretty close situations. Have you played Apex again recently? No. I'm playing Marvel Rivals right now. Just a chill guy. That's the motto. That's like the goal, he thinks. Oh god, this stove's too hot. I gotta cool the stove up. It's too hot. The pan's too hot. It was on level 8. That's like extremely hot. And I forgot about it. I do this all the time. I could put water in it, but I kind of don't want to. It was so hot that it actually changed colors. I think it like burnt some stuff on it somehow. I'll clean it off later. Oh gosh. How'd that happen? The temperature? No, temperature I kind of have it dialed in the best I can, but I try and put the pan hot so it gets warm quickly. If I forget about it, then it's a bad thing, because then the pan's way too hot. Like right now, I'll show you. This thing is ripping hot. Maybe it's cooler now, but nah, it's pretty hot. Wait. Look at this. Oh gosh. Okay. Hot. Good thing though is now it should be colder. I got condensation everywhere, or something like that. Tells you just be sure. I was going to, and I figured that wouldn't be a good idea, so I decided against it. Okay. Oh my goodness! How do you do this? Like that? Oh, we did it. I'll figure out a better setup for this in the future. So I've ordered the parts for the PC. I've currently spent, I think, around close to $2,000. I gotta spend like another $1,000 to get the GPU, and I have everything I need. Not too much into beefing it out, but it's also just irritating that people glaze over nearly everything. Well, yeah, I think that part, like, I can go after the general consensus, but I think going after individual people is kind of a losing battle. Because then you're having to sort of explain your point and also explain why you may not like somebody, which, like, who cares about the not liking somebody part. This thing beeps. It's like... That's another thing I don't like about induction stoves so far. There's a lot of butter. It'll be fine. That should be hot. I'm really hoping it's hot enough. If the butter turns brown quick-ish, that's a good sign. New PC build? Yup. So the one thing I do like about induction stoves is it does have the ability to turn up the heat and turn down the heat decently well. For instance, and if you remove a pan, the stove itself isn't that hot. Doesn't get too much splatter anywhere when you're cooking beef. So that stuff's kind of neat. You just spend 3 G's for that computer. You're not going to Frankenstein it into your current rig? Nah. My current rig is outdated. My current rig is like 4 years old or something like that. So I should just upgrade. Because I need to replace my CPU, need to replace my motherboard, my GPU. That is already the bulk of a PC cost anyway. Oh, you're missing this. This is like important. Non-stick in the stainless steel pan? Are you serious, dude? That's crazy. Now, I'm using a lot more butter than I normally use just because I'm trying to get more calories in anyway. But you can do this with a lot less calories. And I swear, my parents' stove is so much better than mine. I keep hyper-fixating on that. Didn't burn the butter for the first time. I know. The last couple times I've been burning that butter. It's gonna stick a little bit because dude, with this stove, I want to go to 3.5, and I don't think I can. Maybe if I read the manual, there's a setting for that. If there is, I need to find it expeditiously, expediently, quickly. Because it doesn't stick, and then it starts to stick, which is weird. It wasn't a problem with my old stove. I feel like I need to go to like 3. I'm on 4 right now. I think 3 is the answer. But 3, it like doesn't cook it fast enough. It's weird. Any plans on joining PoE2 Early Access? I've already played it. PoE2 seems like way too much of a grind fest for what the game is, and I think like I like the boss fights. There's just a lot going on. They're done, bro? They're not. I can see the moisture on them. I can see the runniness. It's gross. I'm purging them of all the runniness, or most of it. Okay, this is where using a metal spatula makes more sense. If you cook it correctly, you can use a silicone spatula and it won't stick almost at all. But if you have a metal spatula, you can mess up and it's fine. You can mess up a bit more, not too much though. Alright, now it's done. I dropped so many eggs on the ground. Oh, what's that? Oh my gosh. I think the dog got the eggs, guys. The dog ate all the eggs on the ground. Don't worry. We're not heathens like that. I think eating food from the floor is disgusting. Just don't call OSHA. We'll be fine. Oh, it's vegetables. I was like, that got a lot of dirt from the ground. So, I need to figure out more about the stove, but it's still not bad. It's sticking more than I would like it to, though. So, there's that. I'll go ahead and clean my pan. My kitchen looks so dirty from that angle. Hey, that's a good angle, chat. Somebody write that down. And it's clean. I love stainless steel because even when I mess up, it's still good. But I'm not dialed in with the stove yet. I hope you guys can hear me. Ooh. What dog? Oh, the dog got it. You didn't see the dog? I dropped food on the floor and the dog ate it all, thankfully. Because I wouldn't do that. That'd be gross. Okay. Yeah. Now the just chatting portion begins. Break with shotgun slugs win. That'd be kind of fun. But you're asking for a lot there, bud. Ooh, I gotta put the potatoes on the plate first. Wait a minute. This is pretty important. They're not burnt. You like that? Pretty clean strap. And then for cheese, I tend to measure it. They add a tear here thing. It's a lie. It's a lie. Oh, the other side. The side that says tear here, you can't tear it. The side that doesn't have a tear here, you can tear. What? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and measure this real quick. By tatting it. Scale issue? No. That is a packaging issue. I will not be blamed. Remember, I'm trying to bulk up a little bit, so I'm gonna use a little bit of cheese. 34 grams. Okay, so that was roughly 140 calories of cheese. Didn't look like much now, did it? But that is what happens with certain calorically dense foods. Put in the microwave? Nah, the food's still kind of warm. It'll melt it enough. See, you guys need way too much pampering. Wait. There's stuff on my table. Hey. Need a fork. Have a fork. Grab the fork. Boom, bada bing. Auto cooking stream is peak. I do it occasionally. And then we grab the salt. I need like an actual salt container. I'm currently using meal prep containers for salt. You sprinkle from up high, it gets a better spread. Nice. Odo PC room tour win. I did one at the start of the stream. I can do it again, I guess. What's the time? Damn. It takes me a year and a day to do this. It takes me forever to make my food in the morning. It's like a 15-minute session just to make breakfast. Yeah, I got a Tupperware container for my salt. I don't have a fancy salt container. Have you guys seen those containers for butter? Where it keeps it room temperature or keeps it warm because you use warm water or something? And you pull the container up and the butter's like this. Like that. Ben thinks it's weird. Yep. I don't know what they're called, but there's some strange containers for butter. I could never. I keep it in the fridge, I call it a day. breakfast at 4 p.m. is kind of crazy. I just food is calories. Besides, eggs and potatoes are amazing. Is it true that Tupperware is going bankrupt? Is that an actual company? Because I know that Pyrex is a different company. There's also like a random one on Amazon, which don't buy this one. This is like the recommended thing on Amazon. It's not very good. Pyrex is 10 times better, and it doesn't even cost much more. I don't believe so, at least. What if we got a coil gun AR? Think it would be bussin'? I have no idea what that is. We were given free will for a reason. This is the peak use of free will for me. Sistema is a superior Tupperware brand. I ain't never heard that in my entire life. Sistema. Wish we had good ARs, to be honest. I want a decent full auto weapon and I'll be happy. Hey, I mean, you can be happy right now if you just accept mediocrity, you'll have a great time. A bunch of other players are doing that right now, apparently. So we should just hop on the wave. I do wonder, how much time do people spend reloading certain guns? If you played solo and used only the Liberator, that'd be a reload simulation. Any more coins left? I got tons. Okay, so tons is a bit of an exaggeration. So these are the coins that came out good. All right, that's like maybe 50 coins here. And then I have coins that I don't think are that great that I won't be selling to people unless they want to pay like a discounted price. But these are the ones that I think are in good quality. I've got like maybe 40 or 50 of these. Maybe 100 actually. I think I'm underselling it. It's like probably 100. I paid for 300 coins in total, and some did not turn out good. So I went through essentially every single coin, took out the sleeve, looked at it, and was like, any imperfections? And the ones that were good are in that box. I think it's like maybe 100. Ship to UK? Yep, I ship globally. It's just 20 bucks for the coins. There's no shipping cost or anything like that. And it goes to, I've shipped one to freaking Slovenia, which is kind of crazy. I was surprised it went there, but I told the person to send me an email or message me if he got the coin. If he didn't, I'd give him a refund, and he got it, so kind of clean. I was impressed. With a drum mags, man, you don't need ammunition. Just get a supply backpack and reload, dude. It's the same thing. That's what I want you to think. Slovenian reviewers, honestly, the real gamer. Yeah, they're a chill dude. I think I get why people enjoy things like HMG or ARs. When you use them, they give off powerful kind of vibe, but then you compare them with a crossbow and then destroy things with little aim. I mean, AMR feels good. I think that my only problem with the AMR is how much it jumps when you shoot it. Like if you're trying to like shoot the AMR and you're trying to turn as well, the scope can often be weird to aim through. Like if I'm right here and I try and whip it, I try and like turn quickly, the ergonomics just don't feel good. So that kind of throws me off a little bit. It kind of like, I think the game essentially wants you to sit there and stay still to aim at anything. To be a content creator harder than a 9 to 5? Depends. Because how many people try and do content creation and they can't ever make any meaningful money from it? They can't make it into a full-time thing. Like content creation is easy when things are going good. When things aren't going good, you're working for free, essentially. Or you're working for like way less than minimum wage in some cases. I streamed for 2 years, and in that 2 years, I think I maybe was making essentially 10 cents an hour if you added up all the money I made from doing that. And even now, like you'll spend like people can spend days making a video, and that video gets next to no views. But the benefit is that when it goes well, you can make pretty good money if you also play your cards right. But content creation is also a very fickle thing. You could spend a long time trying to get any views at all. Once you get views, things are going great. It's fantastic. Then you fall off because you're trying to maintain people's interest the entire time, which is very difficult. People have their interests change constantly. How many people enjoyed one thing when they're younger and they got older and now all of a sudden they don't like it anymore? That's just how it goes. It's a form of entertainment. Some folks may get old or they may get tired of what you do. So it's a difficult thing to answer because people will look at the big streamers and say, that guy's making $1 million in a month. Content creation is so easy and all he has to do is turn on his stream. But even that person had to spend years to get to that point. So it's a difficult question to answer. It's kind of like there is no like easy answer. Because there's also jobs that I would never want to work in my life. Sewage management, pass. But it's a very important job. I don't know. It's just one of those difficult things to really give a straight up answer to. If I were a wasp, what would you do to me? I got poison in my garage. You'd be out like a light. Keep that thing on me. If I'm doing yard work, I'd be strapped. These wasps, they know about me. Have you thought about there being a leaderboard, and if so, what would determine getting on it? Oh, there shouldn't be one. Helldivers 2 isn't competitive, and it shouldn't try to be competitive. I about got assassinated by a potato right there. Oh my goodness. I almost just died. Can't imagine playing a game that I already hate playing, but because I just make content, torture to be honest, even for money. Yeah, who would do that? That sounds awful. I didn't like almost choke, but that could have been pretty bad. That was a big bite, and a tater just like crept through all the eggs and tried to assassinate me. Greetings, what up, Thunderlord? Am I gonna die if I've been using non-stick pans for donkey's years, for all these years? I don't know. I don't like non-stick pans because if you mess up cooking, like on a stainless steel pan, I can burn something and it's fine. I can clean off the pan, scrape off the burnt bits, soak it in water, and then the next day it's back to normal. Teflon pan, if you burn something, you mess up the coating. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And if you're doing things correct with Teflon pans, eventually the Teflon pan will like chip away and the coating will just have missing pieces. I don't like that either. So I don't enjoy using Teflon pans. You autocorrected donkey years to all these years. I assume they mean all these years and not donkey years. I'm trying to help people out. Speaking of which, apparently, polyester, if you're a dude, it's not good for you. If you wear polyester underwear, it's apparently not good. There's been studies. I haven't seen the studies, but I switched off to a fabric called Modal. And the company that I'm affiliated with, not sponsored by, affiliated with, Ecovision, makes Modal chonies that I bought like 6 pairs of. They're pretty freaking nice. Because I've spent $40, so if I'm buying something, I want it to be good, I want it to last a while, and if it's chonies, it better be comfy. I spent like $40 on Mack Weldon underwear. Them things suck. I bought like 3 pair too. So it's like $120 for that. Not a fan. Leg day win? I did leg day yesterday. It went pretty good, honestly. Dude, I demolished my Teflon pot. I was cooking green beans and I forgot about it a little bit. Came back, it was burnt. It was burnt so bad, it was kind of like when you drop a bomb, like the atom bomb, when it hit folks, it put their imprint on walls. That was kind of like this, like in like cartoons and stuff, because they probably happen in real life as well. But when like a bomb goes off in cartoons, it blasts the people's shadow into the wall. The same thing happened with green beans. They got burnt into the pan. They need Teflon strategy and hot divers too. We need to get, we should get like a different like modifier. Like you can pay to just like dump a bunch of byproducts into bug planets and it messes and mutates the bugs. That'd be like pretty cool lore, methinks. Diamond coated pans. How much those cost? At least 2 clams, maybe a couple of doubloons. That happens in real life too. People were caught in the compromising positions after nuclear bombs detonated. Yeah, that's probably where cartoons got it from. Or I wonder, do you think that cartoons had that depiction before it actually happened in real life? How many calories is that? So it's 550 grams of potatoes, which is roughly 440 calories. Eggs, I got 6 large eggs, that's roughly 600 calories. I could be wrong on that calculation actually. That would be 60 times, I think it's actually 360 calories for the eggs. I think. So we're already at 760. The cheese, no, I think the meal is probably 1,100 calories. I forget the egg caloric intake off the top of my head. I could check, but my phone is, I can't do the app right now. Vegetables, like 150 calories roughly. So I think like in total it's 1,100 calories. Maybe almost 1,200, I think. Because also I use olive oil, I use butter. I didn't use too much of those things, but it definitely adds, like those 2 things alone add like 120 calories combined. Yeah, it's a decent meal for bulking, and I can make it more calorically dense if I use more butter, more oil, more cheese. I swap out the potatoes for rice or bread. Options exist. Does it taste good though? I eat it every day. I love this. Eggs are delicious. If you make eggs right, eggs are freaking delicious. If GSS becomes a hub, what would you like to see? I don't know. So someone said it'd be cool if you could go on the DSS as a hub and actually deposit your samples, deposit your rec slips, just to make it more immersive. I think that that'd be cool. I get asked about improving assault rifles all the time. You just make them do more damage and give them more ammo as well. Because the issue with assault rifles is it's a reload simulator. It's a reload simulator because you don't do much damage, but even if you did more damage, you would have to reload because you don't have any bullets. So either way, there's an issue. Oh, a bug petting zoo would be crazy. I wonder how much Hd2 can do, or Airhead can do with the game, given the engine they're working with. And I also wonder if other folks are in the works right now of making a game similar but different. What if they added utility like incendiary rounds / acid rounds? That'd be nice. I mean, it'd be one thing. So to make light pin weapons not worthless, make it so you can use poison to reduce their armor. What if we had a mission? The mission was to go in and secure eggs from the bugs. You secured the eggs, and then you'd be putting them in the hatchery or something like that, and eventually they would hatch and show you a mini battle titan like you're talking about, a stalker, maybe a stalker queen, and you could observe those things. That'd be sick. Driving with the keyboard and mouse versus controller is very different in handling. Keyboard and mouse is better IMO. I haven't had a problem with keyboard and mouse yet. I kind of like it. I've heard folks say that controller is way better though. I think that you can just plug a controller into Hd2 and have it work, right? Because some games make you enable something to do that in the first place. Food good? Yup. When food's bad, it's hard to eat. Oh, for aiming? For aiming, the keyboard and mouse is way better. I like it for driving. The only good Odo content. What you mean? I think folks love it when I complain about Hd2. Some folks do. Not all. What blows my mind about Arrowhead is they will spend tons of time and energy coding things into the game that only the most laser-focused people will notice and won't be noticed by like 99% of players, i.e. machine guns having tracers. I mean, tracers are a nice thing to have. I would say that they do that for sure, but for things like magazine visual, like we changed the breaker magazine size, we had to change what it looks like in the game too. I feel like that's where they go kind of crazy. Because certain things, if you spend time and focus adding them, they'll get appreciated by folks that do recognize them. Other things are just so minuscule that even if folks like it, it doesn't matter much. Because how often are folks really looking at the magazine of their breaker and being like, oh my God, thank the Lord it has the visuals that match the magazine capacity. Love you complain about Hd2 because you're only doing it when it actually needs to be done. See, I don't like it because the majority of people just want to see everyone say everything's fine. And it's like, I do it it's not even habit. I do it because I think I can't help it. But I'm trying to stop doing it as much. And if I do complain, I want it to be like a very concise thing. Like on stream, I can't help it. If I complain, I complain. But making videos, I think I should definitely try and make things that make more sense and are like more structured. Because even though people will look at it and they'll try and refute the objective truths, I can still try. Oh, an aggressive bite. Look violent. The one thing I should improve is how I make these potatoes. I almost think I should probably cut them up the day before, soak them in water, and then after that, bake them. The black sheep of the subreddit, you're in the wrong place, dude. Subreddit is just not worth your time. Wish folks understood that just because someone is complaining doesn't mean that the thing is bad. Collabs is a good game, but the devs just make nonsensical decisions sometimes. Yeah. People just get really defensive of the games they play. And their defensiveness robs them of improvements to the game they play. Because if everyone sat there and said, Hd2 is a perfect game, nothing needs to be improved, like people often say, I do believe the game would be at like probably 10,000 viewers right now. Or not viewers, but it'd be way less players than it has currently. It's confirmed that Arrowhead pays attention. Wouldn't be surprised if they find me kind of annoying. That's how I feel. I think if they know I exist, they probably don't like me. Well, that's fine. Got back from vacation, checked the Killzone armor, and holy moly, is the Super Strong armor drippy AF. I like it. It's a bit husky though. The light armor version of Killzone makes you a husky gamer. But it still looks pretty cool. The helmets are nice. And the best thing is the helmets go with the medic armor. Okay. If your game's running bad, you want to force, if you're on PC, you want to force the game to run in DX11, I think, which I forgot the code for that. But you go to launch options on Steam, and you input a certain code. I think it's in Discord, and that should force it to run on DX11. You did it already? Oh shit. Well, never mind. You might be screwed. That helped a bit still. That helped a bit, but it still stutters like crazy. My game isn't running the greatest right now. The DX11 thing gave me like 10 more frames, so that's kind of nice. But aside from that, it does not run that great. It's been Hd2 has steadily been performing worse and worse as time goes on. So that kind of sucks. Cham J and Palstead seem to be in line in terms of paying attention, but not exactly saying shit. That's fine. You can't expect them to respond to everything they see. They probably see a lot of stuff every day. But that's a good thing, though. Like, I think that as much slack as folks give Arrowhead, I do believe that they do pay attention, which is good. They just have a direction that differs from what I think most people would want the game to go, or where most folks want the game to go. What do you fellas think the next collab will be? Probably Halo. I mean, the next thing they're doing for collab is going to be the Wasp weapon from Killzone. But like the next new collab, I would assume would be either Deep Rock Galactic or actually I think Deep Rock Galactic or Warhammer, because Piles is a big Warhammer fan. But DRG is pretty reminiscent of Helldivers 2. So those are the two things that I think would make the most sense. You get a chance to use the Wasp. It wasn't very good. The Wasp launcher does like no damage, and its horde clear potential is pretty bad too. Not to mention it makes you reload. You have a backpack and you have a stationary reload. So you have air burst, but you have 4 shots with air burst. Why not instead just use the air burst rocket launcher? You have 7 shots and you can one-shot overseers. That's like the big thing it can do, is you can one-shot overseers. Like that's neat, I suppose. The issue with that is if the overseers are too close to you, you can't hit them because it's auto-targeting. It's like the spear. If you shoot something with the spear that's too close, the missile will just go past it. The same thing happens with the homing missiles on the Wasp. If they improve that, it'd be good against overseers. Right now, it's kind of meh because overseers get close to you. It's not very good at It's not very good at harvesters. That's the unfortunate thing. Deletes them at any distance. It does not. If you're close, it won't hit them at all. Miss a chance to use the Wasp. Took a couple days break, and then bam, Killzone drama. I think that the Killzone Wasp gets released in a few more days because it's supposed to be part of this collab. So I think they're maybe waiting to do something with it because they're potentially maybe charged for it, which would be kind of insane. Does it at least have any heavy AP? I mean, you can hit things and kill them. Like you can kill a harvester with like 14 shots, so 2 reloads. They said they release it via major order. Ooh. Word. That's good. All right. I think the plan, I'll probably play Helldivers 2, and my goal, I want to do a thing where I bring the FRV and I bring stratagems for my teammates. So I tell my teammates to just bring themselves orbitals and eagles, and I bring the car and I bring their guns for them. So Billy Bob Jr. wants to bring the autocannon. I bring that for him. Other dude wants to bring their rail gun. I bring that for him. And I just drive around. I'll be the Uber driver of Helldivers 2. The Uber driver and the Uber Eats driver, essentially. I feel like it'd be kind of fun. And then just drive around on bug maps. Teammate dies, I call him in, drive him to his loot, drive away. Maybe go do like the random tasks elsewhere. That's the plan. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these vegetables. I'll be streaming at my actual setup in a moment. Wait, actually, someone asked for a PC setup. I don't know if they're still here or not. We'll do that, and then I'll close this stream and stream on my PC in a moment. Okay. This is the room. That's my YouTube plaque I've never hung up. It's my sign. My brother got me that. Christmas tree, shoes, Nasher from Dauntless, rest in peace. Not what you think it is. This is for glasses. This is a glasses cloth, you absolute degens. Norwex Optics, okay? Optics. PC, I need to clean this screen. It's fine. Go XLR, that's not my money. Pens, I never use those, I don't write anything. Uploading a video right now, you actually get the thumbnail we made earlier. New PC, not yet. And then I got 2 monitors. You see this keyboard? Urcon got me a different one. I use that for other things. Because I don't know what it is. I think for a keyboard, I have to have it has to be an 80% keyboard. That's what I need for this setup, at least. Yeah, well, it's not what you think it is. The people are they're making some crazy claims. We got the glazed diver hat, glazed diver helm. And this is creatine that I bought for, I think, example's sake, comparing it to Ecovision, which do not buy Optim Nutrition creatine. You don't have to buy Ecovision creatine, but don't buy Optim Nutrition. It's not very good. It costs a lot for no reason. Also, what is up, Orcon? The keyboard was used to beat the shit out of a ball time. Where's the glazed diver suit? It's in the room. It's right here. So we have all of our snorkels right here, and the glazed diver suit's right here. This is my old cable from my mic that I removed like a few days ago. Okay, and then that is it. All right, I'm gonna end this stream, and I'm gonna start the stream on the PC in a second, or maybe in like 20 minutes, and we'll continue the Uber driver saga. Anyway, thank you for watching. Means a ton. I appreciate you just chilling and chatting. Have a good day. I'll see you momentarily, most likely. Latest.